want to address two big misconceptions that I have been approached about numerous times in the last couple weeks, as well as what I'm seeing out there in the large media outlets. If you want more information on both of these misconceptions, please follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook and TikTok, where I will be linking articles that go further in depth to describe really what I'm talking about. I am Buy Houses with Brittany on Instagram, and you can also find my Facebook link on there as well. So, two big misconceptions. Number one misconception that I'm approached with is house prices should be lower or house prices are going to fall. That is a huge misconception. House prices will not be falling. House prices have not already fallen. Here's the truth. The truth is that buyer's agents, those of us helping people to buy homes, are able to negotiate a little bit more than what we were able to negotiate 6 months ago or a year ago. We do have a little bit more negotiation power. The negotiation power usually comes in terms of buying down rates or bringing money to closing or other types of financial negotiation tools or getting different items through the inspection or different negotiation tools. However, that oftentimes does not equate to a super low house price. Sometimes it does in certain situations, but that's not the norm. That's not what's happening throughout the market. The truth is that our demand of homes remains very, very high. A lot of media outlets are saying that we're getting into a market recession or a housing recession. That is not true. A lot of other media outlets are referencing what happened in 2008 with the housing recession. The difference between now and then is that back in 2008, demand for houses fell dramatically low. People were not moving. People were hunkering in. They were not changing jobs. The job market had not changed. And we did not have an influx of a new population coming into the market. So demand changed or demand went down. Right now, we have three factors that are keeping demand high. The first factor keeping demand high, the millennials have hit the housing market. We have the largest, when you look at our population graph in the United States, the largest portion of our population is between the ages of 25 and 36, or 23 and 36. That is the prime time when people are buying their first home. They've had jobs for several years at this point out of college. They're making money, they have stability, and they're seeking maybe starting family and those different stability factors. So they're buying a house for the first time. That age group has now hit the buyer's market. That age group also, if they attempted to purchase a home last year or the year before, had challenges finding that home because inventory remains low. So we have a lot of buyers who are staying on the market longer than a super quick buying process. So you have buyers that are staying on the market longer. We have a new influx of buyers coming onto the market with the millennials. And the third factor there is that we also have a job atmosphere that has changed due to COVID. We have a lot more people that are able to work from home. They need home office space or they need a different type of space. We have other people who have chosen to homeschool or who have chosen to do different things and live a different type of lifestyle. Their lifestyle has changed and now they need a new home. Those three factors have created really high demand and therefore those house prices are not going lower. In fact, what is really predicted, and when you really talk to experts about this, house prices are expected to continue to increase and increase and increase for at least the next 5 years. So those of you who are buying a house right now, when you purchase your house right now, that value of that house will continue to increase. You're making a good positive investment for your future wealth, which is incredible. Myth number two, or misconception number two that is floating around out there in the media is, I'll just wait for the market. I will wait for mortgage rates to go down. I'm going to time the market correctly. Please, as your friend who cares about your purchasing power, think twice before making that decision. And here's why. Yes, the Fed is expecting or predicting for our mortgage rates to go a little bit lower. Like we're talking 1 percentage point, 1 point, right? Maybe within the next 6 months. It's all a prediction. It's all guessing. In the end, we don't ultimately know. We don't have that crystal ball where we can say for sure this is what's going to happen. That is the prediction. However, when you really look at what that's going to do to your final payment and to your actual payment, while we wait for that little tiny decrease, the prices of the homes are going to continue to increase. So really what you're going to end up doing is spending the same thing as what you would spend if you purchased right now. The other thing about purchasing right now rather than waiting is that right now we can negotiate things like a 2-1 buy down. You can also refinance when that does happen. So you get your home at a lower price, plus you'll be able to refinance for that lower mortgage rate when that happens. You'll be able to save money and also be making more money in the long run. And the third thing is that timing that market is a risk. What if it doesn't happen? What if you try to time this and you try to wait for those mortgage rates to go down and it doesn't happen? Meanwhile, those prices are increasing and also you have more buyers on the market, so it's going to be harder for you to get that home in the long run. I want to reiterate, and I put this link out there on my LinkedIn as well, that it is really, really, really important that when you get into purchasing a home, that you work with a realtor friend. Yes, a realtor, but a friend who's out there to look after your best interest, and a friend who gives you advice on this is what I would do, this is what I'm seeing. I care about you and your financial future, and I'm trying my best to work with what we have for your benefit. That's the type of realtor that you want. I've learned that in my career as a realtor because I've learned that unfortunately that doesn't always happen. And I've also learned that I become friends with all of my clients if they're not already my friends. And I think that that's because this is such a unique experience buying a home. It's a big purchase. It is a lot of money. It's probably going to be your biggest purchase. That is going to be the biggest thing to lead you to long-term wealth. So you need somebody in your corner that is not just looking for a bottom dollar, but is actually looking out for your best interest. That's going to be my last piece of advice. Last piece of advice for this video. I mean, there's going to be more coming in more videos, right? So don't forget to visit me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Buy Houses with Brittany TX, Texas on Instagram. And don't forget to look for more videos with more advice on buying homes in this market. Thank you. Have a good day.